Good morning. It is a beautiful morning. I've got grandfather sun kissing me on the left and grandmother moon still out kissing. And I'm here again sharing a video while I'm driving because that is when I have a moment to share what flows through. I mean, obviously I'll find moments if I feel it's important, though I have the opportunity as I'm driving to host a drum circle, which I'm excited about. I love drum circles, and so driving to do that, and thought I'd get on and share what's coming through. And obviously, as always, I'm sharing, honoring each person's walk and their perceptions and their experiences of this journey. So just sharing the teachings that flow through me. And if you're here watching, then it probably resonates. And if not, and you're signing off, then I honor that. So those of you that are with me, what I wanted to talk about today was this idea of frequency, vibration, higher consciousness. I don't know, I feel like there's lots of names for it, but that's, where I'm going to go with that one. And I hear it often, and it's, raising our collective consciousness, raising our vibration, raising our frequency. And what came through really strong was that it has nothing to do with raising anything. It's solely a vibration or a frequency, consciousness, which that's a whole other conversation with me. Maybe I can find time to do a video on consciousness, because that's an interesting one for me in the ideology of raising the collective consciousness or raising consciousness, because that's truly the mental body. And so we'll stay on topic, which is frequency and vibration. We'll go with that. But the idea is that people do use the concept of, obviously, then that affecting the consciousness. And so, grandfather's son is truly kissing me. And so the understanding is that we are just simply vibrating or on a frequency. And what came through really strongly the other day while I was out hunting with a new dear sister who's taken me under her wing and going to teach me all that which I didn't have the opportunity to learn from those that came before me, entering into that space, and sitting in that stillness, was truly feeling into this knowing that that we're all just simply vibrating on a frequency. And it's not that one is, it's not about a better one or not, because remember that the teachings of the medicine wheel, the essence of them, start with the understanding of circle and humility, which is the wolf Maigan, and that we're all equal. So it's understanding that and seeing it more as a spiral as it is anything else. And so where we sit on the spiral of frequency is more what it's about. And that is what was shown, like, very vividly. I feel like as we flow through our teachings and understandings and knowings, experiences, there's more depth, there's more sustenance to it as we start to embody the understanding of it in that conscious body that we're just talking about, that mental body. And so in understanding that, it's just understanding that Mother Earth is vibrating her frequency, has her she has her vibration, her frequency, and Father Sky, Grandmother Moon, Grandfather Sun, and obviously the Great Spirit, but I'm going to go there now, but everything in between. And we are that in between, right? And the flying ones and the creepy crawlers and the four-leggeds. And so it's understanding our frequency or our vibration. And so in understanding that, we can connect with that there are moments that we feel quote unquote more connected. There are many times people come to me seeking to either find connection or feel connection or reconnect, or feeling like they're down because they feel less connected, and other times more, and this up and down. And this is wavelength, this is frequency, this is vibration, this is life. If we look at the rhythm of our heartbeat, and it's never, it's constant, it's like always changing. Sometimes really high, sometimes low, sometimes, it's just, if we were to truly sit there with something attached to us and watch it. And so this is life. And so there are times that we feel more rooted in a vibration to Mother Earth. And so we are vibrating or at a frequency that intermingles with Mother Earth more closely. And then there are times that we may flow into the vibration and frequency closer to Father Sky. A lot of times that happens when we carry a heavy air element, or when someone walks on, or someone near and dear to us is not well, and our frequencies and vibrations flow into that of the energies of the star nations, so Father Sky and beyond even. And so and we find ourselves, even sometimes in the spring, if we work within Mother Earth and we're planting seeds, or when we're harvesting, we might find that our vibration, that our frequency is more connected into that space. Though having said that, and I'll touch on Grandmother Moon and Grandfather Sun after, to try to do a full circle back there if I remember. Though having said that, as a human tribe right now, if we want to use that term collectively, not consciously, but collectively, we are vibrating sort of in the middle on a pretty consistent basis. Not flatlined. I won't go as bold as saying that I feel like what's coming through is flatline, but I do feel that it's a collective disconnect from our, if we want to see it as our mother, father, grandmother, and grandfather, and therefore affects our essence of feeling into our, we'll call it ultimate connection, which is where we're all connected in the center of the medicine wheel to the Great Spirit, or top, and that's whatever we want to call that. And that is so it's like we are almost in this, what wants to come is this void that we can still flow in and out of frequency. I'm trying to give you a visual so that we can flow in and out of those frequencies, and we can even connect in with Mother Earth, and we can connect with Father Sky and Grandmother Moon and Grandfather Sun and all the in-betweens, but yet we as a collective sit in this void. I would say the majority, unless you are someone that is living completely wholly from the land, with the land, then I feel then you are in this void. And I am no different than anybody. I am in this void as well. And why is that? And why was this so clear? It is so clear because of just that. None of us are walking in entirety in our wholeness as intended, with the earth, upon the earth, from the earth. And that's what we are. We are physical beings here for a beautiful physical experience, connecting with all our relatives. And yes, obviously the spiritual aspect is how we are all connected, and everything else opens up. Everything is a catalyst to another when we're embodying our, we'll call it, whole experience. Though our life has taken us on a different journey for reasons known and unknown, a lot of it has to do with that we are here to break the void, so to speak, by offering tools to the children so they can actually, in essence, be the ones that open that up completely, shatter those barriers, so to speak, that cage that we are so complacently in. And we're there just that because we are not living from the land wholly and with and connected to. And I feel we do aspects of this. So this is where I feel we connect with those frequencies, those, like as I said, so I gave the visual of us, coming into Mother Earth's frequency, going into Father Sky and so forth, right? And these are from the acts that we choose to do, the practices that we bring into our lives, whether it's once in a while, whether it's daily, whether we're working on it. It's those moments that we actually feel almost euphoric, that we want more of. We're chasing them once we've had them. And that's because we start collecting medicine, or we start gardening, or we start taking walks without distractions and we look around, or we just sit and observe our surroundings, or we hunt and we take moments to experience that in its entirety. We use the animal and all of it. We understand. We have these moments, or we connect with music deeply, whether we're any instrument that we're playing, or art, or we're being creative in any way. And so, or we're a mother and we give birth, or we're co-creating, or whatever. There's these so many moments and experiences that allow us to feel into and experience these other frequencies. And so this is what my teachings are, that they are being coined as higher vibration and higher frequencies. Yet it's not so much being higher, it's just another frequency. And those frequencies, yes, are more in tune with our intended state of being. But to say that one would be higher would be then saying Father Sky, let's say if we're talking about Father Sky's energy, that vibration is higher than Mother Earth's. So it's not about a higher vibration or frequency. It's about tuning into the frequencies from the elements and the directions, and from our mother, father, grandfather, grandmother, and ancestors and relatives, tuning into their frequencies and moving out of what I can only express as a void. Literally a void that is behaving as a cage. And it's not that we can't obviously get out of it. As I said, that we can tune into those frequencies and vibrations through the acts that we do. It's shattering it. It's moving beyond it. It's truly living out of that void in its entirety. And obviously, as everything, it served its purpose as it needed to. And it's still serving that perfect purpose as it needs to. Though what I'm understanding is our role right now, I would definitely say those that are, I would even say 25 and up right now. Our role is to be protectors of the land. And we're also seekers, because we're seeking out the tools and bringing back the knowledge to put into practice to become wisdoms. We're here to uncover what's been hidden, uncover what's been protected to be saved for us that are now ready to seek it. Nothing was ever lost. It's just there waiting for us to uncover it and to bring it back and to learn it and teach it. Nothing is meant to be kept and held for anybody. You know, we're meant to always teach with the intention that our student, quote unquote, surpasses whatever it is that we're teaching. Then we know we are a good teacher, per se. I mean, we're always a student and a teacher, but I feel you get what I mean. And so that is our role right now, is to bring that back and teach it. Teach it with passion and oomph and empowerment and love and compassion and inspire, and to teach it to the children, because they are the ones that we've been waiting for. They are the ones that we are leaving here to continue on, and we are entering into this phase of finality in this spiral. And I'll get to that, because obviously it's not about an end. When we hear that word, we think about the end, though we do have cycles, we know, and so the finality of a cycle. And so this is on us. This is on our shoulders, on our backs, our responsibility. It's the cradle board that we carry in this generation to bring it back. And to hold each other in compassion and not judgment while we're doing it, because we're going to make mistakes along the way. Though making mistakes is what helps us become better. I mean, think of anything we've learned, right? I mean, I was just talking about the other day when my husband was fleshing the hide, and how long it's taking him as we're on this journey together learning. And yet we know that with all of our experiences that they take time, it takes mistakes, and then the next time's a little easier, and the next time's a little easier, until now we can be a teacher because we hold the wisdom. And so this is where we're at. We need to step up and step in and create more spaces for our frequencies and our vibrations to connect with all that is around us. And so however that is for you, and when we're in that space, open ourselves, our truth center, to receive. It has nothing to do with our mental body. And so it's taking these moments and honoring them so that the teachings can come and connect or reignite what's already within, right? Because everything comes from within. And so we're just opening up that space to reignite our own knowing, and then pass it on in whichever way comes through to us, so that our children have the tools that they need to continue. It's truly to continue what's been started. We're definitely a generation of trailblazers, and we're all figuring it out together, which is beautiful. So not higher vibration, not higher frequencies. And so as I close off on this sharing, I said I'd go back to Grandfather Moon and Grandfather Sun as they continue to kiss me, as it's their frequencies too. And this is why we're encouraged, especially as women, to connect with Grandmother Moon. This is, we know our cycles are connected with her. We know that, and men too. I mean, they're no different. We all are connected with the water element, and we know that she guides that water element. And so in connecting with her frequency, her vibration, through honoring her cycles, through however it is, through your practice, and grandfather's son. I mean, we know there's practices that honor the rising of grandfather's son. The sunrise sacred fire. There's practices from all over the world. It's really from the four corners that honor the energies of grandfather's sun and grandmother moon, father sky, and mother earth. And obviously, in essence, what we are all connected to, that center of the Great Spirit, and honoring everything in between, and the medicines that we gain from tuning in. It's truly tuning in, like we're a radio, tuning in to those frequencies and vibrations, and staying there longer and longer, and understanding that it's our natural ebb and flow to flow within all of them, what that looks like, and unstuck, remove ourselves from being feeling, because we're not actually feeling stuck, or actually becoming more aware of this space that we're sitting in. And so when I feel that the speaking about the higher consciousness or higher vibration or frequency as a collective is really talking about us being in this void as a collective, and the more of us that open up this space of reconnecting with the frequencies and vibrations available to us, support others. And that is so because we are all interconnected. We are all interconnected in the web. We are all connected on the medicine wheel. We are all an integral piece, meaning it's about us all connecting with those frequencies and vibrations. And that's why it is about coming together with non-judgment and compassion, and honoring others' perspectives as we build our toolboxes, and we open up our truth centers, and we learn to truly accept one another and honor one another for the beauty that we all are. So thank you. It was nice to get back on. It feels like it's been a while. Maybe there'll be another one. It is a 3-hour drive. I might be down to 2.5 now, but then I'm coming back. So who knows what's coming out today. So thank you all. Sending love to you all.